Okay, go ahead.
Great, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. We are having a special meeting, so let me go ahead and call this meeting to order and invite Josie. Actually, can I go ahead and make that little reminder before?
Yeah, go right ahead.
So at our last at our last, I think, board meeting, as well as actually in an event for candidates running for the Ann Arbor District Library, we had announced the deadline for getting on the ballot as a candidate incorrectly. That we had said it was in August. It's actually July 17th.
16th,
according to the clerk's office. So as always, should you have an interest in running for office, verify the information with the county clerk. And they are more than happy to walk you through the financing, all the deadlines. So apologies on our behalf for that incorrect information. And please reach out to Josie, to Director Parker, if you have any other questions from that session itself. But and moving on to the special meeting, it should be pretty short. Josie, if you want to kind of give us a little bit of background on what we're discussing.
Sure. The library, and then I'll ask Amy.
I'm sorry,
to talk.
we need an approval of the agenda.
Right.
Oh, yes. Do we need roll call or no?
I've taken attendance.
You've taken attendance. Okay. Can I get a
motion to approve the agenda?
Seconded.
Great. All those in favor?
Roll
We need to do roll call.
That needs to be a roll call.
Yeah, we're all okay. Trustee Ackman?
Yes.
Trustee Green?
Yes.
Trustee Kleinman?
Yes.
Trustee Leha?
Yes.
Trustee Moore?
Yes.
Trustee Song?
Yes.
Trustee Vanderbrook?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Great. Thank you. All right, Josie.
The meeting this evening is to pass resolutions that restate the 403B, make statements, and to give the plan administrator, which in our case is the library director, me, the authority to sign documents, and also to make plan changes that do not require restatements going forward. And we expect some like that to occur this year based on the CARES Act. In the past, we haven't had to do that, but we do expect it to be different this coming year. I was given authority to do this by the board that voted for restatement in 2014, but that board no longer exists in any person we have currently sitting on the library board. And I felt like it was important for you to know this business that you're responsible for and that we do. The library offers a 403B plan to its employees, and this is a restatement based on IRS rules and changes that IRS makes that we are doing. We do not do this every year, obviously. This is in response to changes in conditions. And so I'm going to, so it's not an unusual or an alarming thing to need to do this. It's sort of a normal business. But if there are two documents that I sent to you. It's the restatement document itself, and then a summary, which explains the library's 403B plan and what is contained in this document. So nothing's changed from the point of view of what the library itself offers, who it offers it to, and under the conditions in which people who are employed by the library may get 403B opportunity. None of that's changed. In order to do that, we would have to go back and involve members of our labor unions, because this is part of agreements. So this is not anything to that extent. So with that said, I'd like to introduce Amy Kristen, who is our attorney from Dykema, who helped us in 2014 and then helped us review this document over the last week. So Amy, if you don't mind.
Before we do that, can we get a motion and a second so we can open discussion?
Sorry, Eli.
Sorry.
I'm
It's
not.
okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
I think Molly.
Yep.
Who seconded? Was there a second?
I second it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
for the
you.
discussion. Thank you.
And now, Amy, I would ask you to open the discussion.
Thank you.
Sure. So, and I'd be happy to answer any question, but at questions, but at a high level, why this is coming about today, this year, is the IRS has a program that they established and opened up after the time that we did the 2014 restatement. And this program allows for 403B plan sponsors, like the library, to adopt a IRS pre-approved plan document in lieu of having an individually designed plan document. What you have today is an individually designed plan document. And again, that was put in place back in 2014 because you did not have this pre-approved plan option back then. Why it's a really good thing to adopt this pre-approved platform is that the IRS actually takes the prototype vendor's document and reviews it and makes a determination that the content of it meets all of the complicated 403B requirements in form. And once the prototype plan vendor gets that opinion letter from the IRS, any clients that use the pre-approved plan document have reliance that at least the plan in form meets all the 403B requirements. For individually designed plan like you had back in 2014, you cannot go to the IRS to get that type of determination. The IRS will only do it for pre-approved plans now. And so the deadline for being able to adopt that type of pre-approved plan and have retroactive reliance back to 2010, which is when a lot of significant changes were made to the 403B law, is the end of June. So it was very critical that if you were going to take advantage of adopting a pre-approved plan and be able to retroactively rely on it, that it be accomplished before the end of June. The other really great thing that pre-approved plans do is it removes a lot of legal expense. Individually designed plans are necessary for some. If you have a pretty basic plan that is offering the same, employer contribution to everyone across the board, there's not really a need to have an individually designed plan. And those plans are more costly because you're retaining Dykema to upkeep them for you. Now, instead, it'll be your 403B vendor, which is Journey, that will be maintaining this plan document. And it will be the IRS that is reviewing the plan documents that Journey is using and furnishing to all of their employer clients to use. So I think it's a really great thing. And like Josie informed you, that there are a lot of changes that are happening in the 403B and 401k space right now. It's not only the CARES Act, but there was Secure Act that was passed last year and a few other acts that were passed. So you are going to have to amend this plan soon. You have a little bit of time, like the CARES Act isn't until 2022, but operationally you put those things in place right now, and then Journey will work with you to restate your plan to actually meet the document requirements for incorporating those changes that may be implemented today. So I don't know if anyone needs any more information, but like Josie said, part of the process that we went through with Journey in restating the plan was taking the old plan document and making sure that all of the provisions that you had in the old plan document match up to what the adoption agreement is saying today. So any of the plan design discretionary type of provisions that you negotiate with the union, those have not changed. It really was just to take advantage of having a pre-approved plan.
Okay. Any questions?
I got
Victoria.
one question. So I think I'm understanding what you've said so far. I glanced at the 63-page document. Josie, I didn't see a summary document. Did I miss it?
It's in the back.
It's
That's part.
the last couple pages of those
that's it.
63 pages?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
It is. Yep.
I did not, I mean, I'll tell you up front, I didn't read all 63 pages.
Well, you didn't need. You don't really need to. I did. But
Yes.
But you don't really need to.
But
And
the larger picture I heard was that this change, and you mentioned unions, but that there is no change to any individual employee as the result of the actions that we're taking here, whether they're unionized or not.
correct.
Is that accurate to the best of our understanding?
That's correct. Is that not correct, Amy?
No, that is correct. Yeah.
That's correct. Right. No one's being harmed here. No one's plans being changed. No one's investment instrument is being eliminated. We have in this plan, we cannot drop an investment instrument without going back through union. So everything is the same. This is, as Amy said, this was to take advantage of an opportunity to make this less expensive and more streamlined going forward.
Thank you.
So just to have it on record, the collective bargaining agreement is still in place, and
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yes, it is. Both of them.
That's right, 2 unions. And then just procedurally, or I guess if for the trustees who will be continuing next year, this won't be an annual request, right?
Not that we expect, because you're giving me the authority to make the changes, that small changes that have to be made that don't change the plan. And so, but I would let you know if that came up. I would tell the board that had come up and that I was doing that, but it wouldn't require a meeting. No. Only if the library board decided to review the program altogether, to look at the 403B offerings, to look at how the library provides a retirement possibilities for its staff. That would, yes, then the library board would certainly, that would be the time. And my suggestion to you, for those of you who would be on the library board in the next 4 years, that would be something that if you wanted to do that, you would need to do it the year before the contract expiration, and that is 2023 in June.
Okay.
So you would need to do it in the next couple of years to really give yourself enough time to then work out what you would want to do as part of the labor negotiation.
Great. Any thoughts? Any questions? I also did not read all 67 pages, but I did read the summary. And I mean, if we're confident that there won't be any plan changes, you're just being named on on the plan as an administrator, essentially.
I am now the plan administrator, and I mean the prior resolution in 2014 made me that, and without an end date. So I have been and continue to be. We did find the resolution that did that, but my decision to have this meeting was one based on you all need to know this happens, that this exists, and what the board's role is in it. And that my authority is simply to act on the plan you've approved and that we've offered to the staff over a period of time. And this has been involved. We've had a 403B plan since 1997.
Okay. Great. Can I ask for a volunteer to read the resolution?
And I'll say this: there are two. You see there are 2 resolutions. Okay.
I see a resolution on page 63.
Well, you should have gotten resolution in the packet from Karen Wilson.
Is it in the ephemera packet? It's not in the agenda packet.
It's in
Yeah,
the
she sent
ephemera
it
packet.
separately. Yeah,
Ephemera.
it's an ephemera.
Thank you.
Sorry.
I will read the first one. Let's see here. Resolution to amend and restate the Ann Arbor District Library 403B tax sheltered annuity plan. Looks like there is a typo there in that first line, just FYI. Whereas the employer sponsors and maintains the Ann Arbor District Library 403B tax sheltered annuity plan, quote, the plan for the benefit of eligible employees, whereas the employer desires to amend and restate the plan to utilize an IRS pre-approved volume submitter plan adoption agreement and basic plan document sponsored by Journey Retirement Plan Services, LLC, whereas under the terms of the plan, the employer, through its board of trustees, may appoint and remove plan representatives, amend and restate the plan, and delegate and transfer to third parties the authority and power to administer, amend, and terminate the plan. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the amended and restated plan is approved and adopted retroactively effective as of January 1st, 2010, as permitted by the IRS, except as otherwise specifically provided in the adoption agreement or basic plan document. Further resolved, the undersigned hereby delegates to the executive director the full and discretionary authority, power, and duty to bullet point 1, act as the plan administrator and name fiduciary of the plan with the full and discretionary power to administer the plan. 2, amend, modify, restate, and otherwise alter the terms of the plan as required to comply with law, collective bargaining agreements, or otherwise reflect plan design changes. 3, appoint and remove trustees, custodians, payroll, lot vendors, and other third-party administrators for the plan. 4, manage and invest the assets of the plan, including the power to adopt and maintain an investment policy for the investment plan assets. Select and monitor the investment choices, including those that are available for participant-directed investments under the plan, and appoint one or more investment advisors to assist in evaluating the investment performance of plan assets or educating and advising plan participants regarding their self-directed investment choices under the plan. Resolved further, notwithstanding the executive director's amendment authority granted hereunder, the employer, through the Board of Trustees, reserves and retains the right at any time to amend, modify, or otherwise alter this delegation of authority and or the plan, as well as the exclusive power to terminate the plan. Resolved further, the executive director shall be indemnified by the employer to the extent permitted by state law against any and all liabilities arising by reason of any act or failure to act made in good faith pursuant to the provisions of the plan, including expenses reasonably incurred in the defense of any claim relating thereto. Resolved further, that any actions taken previously by the executive director, employer's human resources department in implementing the benefit design, administrative or other changes necessary to comply with recent law changes for the plan are hereby ratified, confirmed, and approved. Resolved further, that the executive director is authorized and directed to execute the plan and take such other action as may be necessary or appropriate to implement the plan or these resolutions. Resolved further, that all resolutions and parts of resolutions that conflict with the provisions of this resolution are rescinded.
Thank you so much, Jim. I hope you have water nearby.
All right.
All right, I can invite further discussion, yeah, or are we ready for our vote? Or all right, no, if there's no other further discussion, then Eli, can we call roll call, please?
All right. Trustee Ackman,
Yes.
Trustee Green,
Yes.
Trustee Kleinman,
Yes.
Trustee Leha,
Yes.
Trustee Moore,
Yes.
Trustee Song,
Yes.
Trustee Vanderbrook. Jamie? Oh, did we lose her? Oh, no, she's still there. Oh, there we go.
I'm here. I hit the wrong button.
No problem.
Yes.
Okay. All right, motion passes.
great. Thanks, everyone. Can I get a volunteer to read the second resolution?
The second, is it, Amy, I want to ask a clarification. Is it
Yeah.
actually a resolution that requires a vote?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
It looks
I think I just need to sign off on it, right?
Right, it's a secretary's.
I don't know what you're talking about. Was that
Okay.
in Nick's
Yeah.
packet?
Yeah, it's the sign off for the secretary. It's that, I know what it's okay. Yes. So I think it's just something Jim signs because of the resolution was passed. So we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're good. Okay.
So it is just that one resolution then?
Yes, it is. It's just the one resolution. Yes. And that lets me do what I need to do tomorrow.
All right. Well, Josie, just let us know, update us if, anything happens.
Yes, yes.
The executive board is always within reach. So, and
I appreciate that.
I appreciate everyone making this meeting, and thank you, Josie and Eli, for taking time, and also to our rep at Dykema also. I guess that I can just call the meeting to.
We do have, yes,
Oh,
we do
sorry.
have one citizen's comment.
Oh,
I'm
we do.
saving
Good.
I'm saving the ones that have not specified which meeting they want to be at for the regular July meeting. But we did receive one today that was said for tonight's board meeting. Okay. So here you go. This is from Jackson Potter. I am really enjoying the bizarre Are We There Yet badge series. My all-time favorite codes were the Goblin codes. Will there be a version of the Goblin Riddle codes this year? When in July will the summer game shop open? I love the summer game. Thank you. So I've responded to Jackson to answer his questions. And there you have it. That's the only comment for today.
And since this is part of the Summer Games board badge, is that right, Eli?
No, we
Or
did not have a code for tonight's meeting,
No,
just
didn't
for the
have a code.
regular meetings.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is all on his. This is a citizen's comment that is not.
Well, he still gets a code for commenting. There's no code for attending tonight's meeting, but he got his code for commenting.
Okay, thank you for doing the right thing, Eli. Okay, are there any additional comments from the live stream or?
No comments from the live stream. None other have arrived via email and none via voicemail.
Okay, great. Well, my thanks to staff and the trustees. Have a great night. I will call this meeting to close then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
See you later. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.